Hello, my name is Dmitry, and today I want to talk about flashes for Fuji X system, and specifically I want to talk about on-camera flashes that allows high-speed synchronization. And there are four systems that there are right now that supposedly will provide you with that high-speed synchronization. The Fuji Zone system with the Fuji announced flash, which I don't have. There is also Nissin i40 and i60 flashes, which I will talk about in a second. There's Metz M400, that's the German flash that I actually own, and I specifically want to talk more about this particular flash because there's not that much information about the flash on YouTube and about its use. And just announced a couple of days ago was the finally Godox, the TT350 F for Fuji. I don't have that flash yet, but I do have a Canon version of that flash, so at least you can see the size of the flash and see how it compares to Metz flash. The F version, the Fuji flash, will be exactly the same. So first let's talk about the Metz flash. Now the Metz flash costs $279 on Amazon. It has a guide number of 40 meters and it comes in a little box, and this is the flash in my hands. This is the size of it. It says made in Germany on it, and it uses 4 AA batteries, and the flash head can be turned 90 degrees, 180 degrees in both directions. Now the flash comes in with the version 1.0 firmware, which does not work in high-speed synchronization with Fuji. So you'll need to update it to 1.1 firmware. That was actually a problem for me because I don't have any Windows computers. All my computers at home are Mac, and Metz, of course, decided that who cares about Mac users. The only firmware file on their site is Windows file, the exe file. So in order to update this flash to version 1.1 so it works with Fuji cameras, you need to find a Windows computer in order to update the Metz flash. And once you find it, the flash has a USB port and it's very easy to update it. And here's the flash. It has no infrared light because it's designed for mirrorless flashes, and as most of you will know, no mirrorless camera can use infrared light on flash from day one of mirrorless. It's just physically impossible. So most mirrorless manufacturers basically gave up and right now produce flashes that will have nothing here instead of infrared, or will have video light, such as Metz flash or Olympus FL600 flash will have the little video light in it. The reason they put the light in is because they can't put infrared, it's useless, so they'd rather put something in there. They put a little light for video. This is how the flash looks like on the top of my XT2. Looks pretty good, pretty powerful. I will include at the end of the video some photographs that I've taken with this flash. Now, the reason I bought this flash is I needed basically a flash that I can put on camera when I go on vacation or I go to the beach, or basically that can give me a fill-in with the high speed, or a flash that I can bounce inside my home or somewhere else. Basically, those are the two uses. And I'm very happy with the M400 so far. It's been working great for me. It works excellent. In terms of high-speed synchronizations, there's no problems whatsoever. It will fire up to 1/8000 of a second, and you'll see the photographs with the results. So great flash, but $279. Now, in terms of Nissin i40, I did own this flash for Fuji, also I had it for Sony, for Canon, and the Nikon mount. The problem that I found with Nissin i40 Flash, which is also I think $279 new, is that in order for it to become a high-speed synchronization, you always have to press a tiny little button on the back of the flash for a few seconds. And then if your Nissin flash is in a normal 90-degree position, it will work. But the moment you move the Nissin flash up, the high-speed synchronization goes off. And now you have to repress that button for a couple of seconds again to put it back in high-speed synchronization. And I think, but I don't remember, that if you place it back in 90-degree, you again have to press the button. So it's a headache. Now on the Nissin flash, on the Metz flash, you put it in high-speed synchronization and it remembers it, and it doesn't matter. Your flash is up, 90 degrees, sideways, the high-speed synchronization works, no problems whatsoever. And because it uses 4 batteries, the flash lasts pretty long time. This is how the flash looks like on my Fuji X-T20. On the X-T20, as you can see, it looks kind of big because X-T20 is a small camera to begin with. As you can see, I have the additional grip on X-T20, which I placed from day one, because without that grip it's really hard to hold on to. Now let's talk about the Godox flash. The Godox is obviously a very interesting flash. It's only $85, at least that's how much the Canon, Sony, and Nikon version was, and I don't see them doing anything different with the Fuji flash, so it will be much cheaper than the Metz flash or the Nissin flash for that matter. Now of course the flash is not going to be made in Germany, like the Metz flash is going to be made in China. And here is the flash in Canon mount. Here's how it compares to the Metz flash. As you can see, it's not that much different size-wise. The Metz flash is a little bit thicker because it uses 4 batteries, while the TT350 Godox flash uses 2 batteries. In terms of the height, it's about the same. The guide number on this Godox is 36 meters. The guide height on Metz is 40 meters. So it's, you know, at least on the spec sheet, not that much different. The Godox flash will go 270 degrees to your left and will not really go to the right. So it will only go to the left, 270 degrees. And then it will go up and down. Both Metz and Godox will have the wide angle diffuser and the little bounce card. Same thing on the Metz flash right here. Godox will also give you a little thing right here that comes with the flash. Very nice. You don't get one from Metz. Now the Godox flash, because this is the Canon mount one, as you can see, it can be used with DSLRs, so you do get a full infrared on this particular model. I don't know if they're gonna include it on the Fuji mount flash or not, because there is no use, but I don't know. So this is the Godox flash, this is the Metz flash. I'll leave the link for the Metz flash at the bottom of the video, and if I can find a link to the new Godox flash, I'll leave the link as well. And I will also, at the end of the video right now, will provide you with some photographs that I've taken with the Metz flash, so you could see how the high-speed synchronization works. Thank you very much.